Hello everyone, this is Nosgard Silverclaw. Welcome back to the Skyrim main quest walkthrough. Now what you see here is, I've actually enabled one of my mods called the Dance of Death. It adds some extra kill move animations to the game, and it lets you adjust how often kill moves happen. We're still on Master, just want to make sure that I'm, just want to make sure of that.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. Lead the way.
Anyway, I'll talk about Lydia in a second. The Dance of Death, it lets you adjust how often you get a kill move, and it also adds some kill moves, as I was saying. I'm just trying it out. I have it set to 40%. Let me know how you guys feel about that. Are you seeing them too much? You think that's nice? Is it not enough kill moves? Let me know. Just wanted to test that out, try and make it a little more cinematic for everybody. Beyond that, you just saw I went to Helgen. That's on the map. That's always unlocked on your map. It's where the tutorial took place. Now, if you spawn there, you'll be already spawned at the correct gate of Helgen. Just turn around, start walking down the road. This will take you where you need to go to get the High Hrothgar to meet the Greybeards. It's a semi-long jog, nothing too bad. Oh, and the sign there? Yeah, that's another mod I have installed. Again, nothing that changes the gameplay. All it does is enhances the quality of the wording on the sign. Makes it a little easier to read them. I thought I'd add a nice little immersion to the game to be able to actually read the road signs and clearly know where I'm going based on them. I know the way there anyway, but, I like immersion. So, there you go. You'll know you're on the right road when you pass these gentlemen right here. There is a Stormcloak camps off the road to the left, and there's always a couple guys patrolling right next to the road as you just saw. So, that's one of the markers you can use to make sure you're actually heading there, as you can get kind of lost heading to Iverstead, the village at the base of the mountain we're going to be climbing today. Alright, enough about that. Let's talk about Lydia for a moment while we're heading there, because, well, we got a lot of running to do. Lydia, you get that for just completing the main quest up until we killed that dragon in the end of the last video. And she's actually very useful. She cannot die unless you kill her specifically. Here's another waypoint, by the way. If you're past Hamar's Shame, you're going the right way. Anyway, Lydia cannot die. She does pretty decent damage. She makes an excellent tank if you're not equipped to tank. In my case, I'm definitely not. So I'm going to be equipping her in heavy armor with a sword and a shield. I want to try and keep her alive as much as possible so that she can...
I'm on a pilgrimage to the shrine of Azura, the goddess of twilight, if you'll excuse me.
So she can help hold monsters and enemies against her, and, give me a little more breathing room. I think it's definitely a worthy investment to bring her along. By the way, that guy we just passed on the road, he is a random spawn on any road. He can pretty much be anywhere. If you find him, talk to him, and he'll give you the location of the Shrine of Azura, which you can then do the Azura quest, the Daedric Prince. You can do her shrine quest if you find the shrine. Just a little tidbit. I'm not going to be doing it on this particular walkthrough because, well, it had nothing to do with the main quest. And then that increased kill animation thing kicking in. And again, get some nice kills on some wolves there. Like I said, the road to Iverstar, it is not that dangerous, guys. You're going to run into some wolves. At higher level, you might run into a few other things, but if you don't wander off the road, it really isn't that bad. So, that's pretty much how the whole trip is going to go. Up until we start actually climbing the mountain, there's not much to get excited about. Just a bunch of wolves. Some nice wildlife here. Not that that really matters. So, let's see here. In the meantime, I guess I'll talk a little more about the lore of where we're headed, because, well, besides the occasional kicking of a puppy in the face, there's not really much to see on the way. We're heading to a mountain called High Hrothgar. That is where the Greybeards live. They are a group of monks that serve their Grandmaster. We'll learn more about him later. More puppy hunting. Beautiful. But yeah, the Greybeards actually can use the power of shouting, of the Thruum, that Foos spell we have. They can actually do that as well. However, unlike us, they can't do it nearly as easily. They have to spend a lot of training on it. And as you can see from the sign, you want to take the path here. Now, that cave to our left, I know I just cut off my lore talk, but listen closely. Oh, of course I'm not going to do it again. Well, if you overheard under my voice there, you heard a loud growling noise. That was actually a bear. There's like 2 black bears, I believe, right outside that cave. I'm pretty sure they level up, though. They could be grizzlies or one of the bigger bears types if you're a higher level. And if you go in that cave, there's a bunch more bears. I'm avoiding them because bears hurt and I have no reason to fight them. I just took a little tiny detour here to show you that Ninru from Oblivion is actually in this game as well. There are quests associated with it. If that's something that interests you, I'm not going to do a Ninru guide. I'm not going to show you where to find them all.
Way up the 7,000 steps again, Clivet?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day.
Anyway, like I said, I'm not,
Those bears are making this temple so angry.
yeah, I'm not fighting the bears, Gwen. I'm also not going to be doing a Ninru guide, don't ask. I can go over where those quests are, if people really care, but I'm not going to, excuse me, I'm not going to do them. On the way up the mountain here, we are actually climbing the mountain now. This is the 7,000 steps. On the way up the mountain, I'm going to try and stop and show you guys all of the little lore tablets there for about 4 to 5 seconds on screen. Wow, that is proccing a lot. Maybe I should turn that down, but let me know how you guys feel about it. Anyway, I'll try and show you all the lore tablets on the way up. It basically tells the story of the war between the dragons and the humans that actually is why dragons aren't around anymore. Until now, of course. So, yeah, this is, again, this video is pretty much going to be just a lot of travel. There's not much to it. I tried to spruce it up a little bit, but kind of having trouble with that, to be honest.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Another tablet here. Get some more lore. It's actually a pretty interesting story. I can go into more detail later on if people want. I do know a lot about that particular lore piece. It's just, I don't want to talk about it too much right now because it would get into the spoiler territory. And on the off chance somebody hasn't beaten this game, I would actually like you to, you know, have some surprise events happen later on. More dead wolves. Again, right, what was I saying about the lore? Oh, right. Right, so the Greybeards live on top of this mountain. They can use the voice as well, but they have to, like, train for their entire life, pretty much. Devote their life to learning how to do it, because they can't just, you know, suck up a dragon's soul like we can. They can't eat its soul, and, essentially use that to learn more of the dragon language. Come on, Lydia. Lydia's a little slow. Because of the way the steps are, they do slow you down, which means NPCs with you are also going to be slowed down. If you need her, like if for some reason these wolves are actually giving you a lot of trouble, you can just wait for 1 hour and she'll instantly be right next to you. But again, I'm pretty sure the whole point of this mountain, for the most part, is just to show off that this game actually is very beautiful. I mean, look at this. You've got all the snow blowing, the wildlife running around. It's got great effects. I think they did an excellent job when they were drawing and drawing. Wow, can't talk today. And rendering this game, I thought they did an excellent job of that. So, yeah, that's pretty much the point of this climb for the most part. You get a little bit of lore, and you get to see how nice this game looks.
Careful with that fire.
Okay, I actually messed up there. She has a line of dialogue she would have said if I did not have fire in her face.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
The line of dialogue she would have said, normally, would have been, "You aren't the Dragonborn of legend, are you?" Like I said, really not that important. Just a pilgrim climbing the mountain. Which, honestly, I find really odd, because the Greybeards aren't really a religion, per se. I don't understand why they have pilgrims. Okay, now right here. This is actually where the mountain really makes a bastard move on you. That's a cave... sorry, that's a frost troll, not a cave troll. A frost troll is a level 15 enemy. It is always going to be a frost troll when you get here, no matter what difficulty, no matter what level you are. That is a scripted monster. What I'm doing here is showing you an alternate path around it, because that thing will kick your ass. Trust me on this. With light armor like I'm wearing at my level, 1 hit. I'm dead. 2 if I get lucky. However, the designers actually put in a little path here. If you take the bumpy edges, you can completely avoid it and you won't die. Now, I said I was going to show you guys these things. That means I got to come over here. And now the troll's going to know I'm here, but I promise you I'd try and show those. There you go. Lydia, because she cannot pass as good as I can, she can't maneuver on that side path I took, she's over there getting her ass beat by a frost troll. Once we get far enough away, though, she'll take off and catch up to us, and the troll, well, we'll get out of its aggro range. If you want to fight it, save first, that's all I'm saying. One of the rules I'm following here on this run is that I don't save between videos. I want every chunk of this to be done without dying on screen, so that I can show you that it can be done. You don't have to save scum this game. It's not mandatory. So, yeah, it was either play this part quite a few times, and again, it's not that interesting in my opinion. It looks nice, but it's not that interesting. Or I can show you how to just avoid the troll. There's plenty of videos out there of people beating up frost trolls if you want to see one. That's pretty much it, actually. We're going to be reaching the top of the mountain very soon. I'm going to be stopping before we go into High Hrothgar because there is a lot of storyline, and I didn't really want to tack all that onto the end of, well, 15 minutes of just showing people how to get here, because like I said, you can actually get a little lost trying to find your way up here if you've never been here before. Well, not climbing the mountain, that part's pretty linear. I mean, getting to the mountain can be a little confusing. So, I'm going to go ahead and stop here, everyone. This is Nosgard Silverclaw, saying have a good day, and I will see you guys in the next part, where we will meet the Greybeards, and that part will be a lot, I'll say probably about twice as long, and it'll probably be twice as interesting. We got one more little lore tablet to read, and that'll be it for today. I will see you all next time. That chest is empty. It's part of a miscellaneous task we're not going to be doing.